So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Check. Greystone travel. Five.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
On the set.
Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
80 weapon. Hey, Echo.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding them to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down.
Hey, Alpha.
57. Mike, 57.
On 4th down, Jones. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. A gain of 32 that time.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Space to run past the 20. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And finally wrestled down at the 11. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
We go set. The Mike. 58, the Mike. I got wide. Check.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
We go set. Mike, 58. 58's the Mike. I got it. Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. An 11-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Let's go.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Let's go.
Get it.
Jones now. Going to throw again. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
On second down, Barkley. And a nice spin into some open field. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Let's go
So
now.
a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another first and 10 here.
218, chopper.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
53's Mike. Time to go, night-night. Check three.
Go.
On second down now, Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means we're in halftime. Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
That's it, baby.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. This is
Kill. Turn it up.
again to Barkley out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of it. No room to find to get upfield.
He's crashing. He's
It's
chasing.
caught, Shepard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Right there.
A loss of 2 there.
50,
Second down.
46, boys.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer.
Ready?
Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
We're going to start.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go!
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. With that incompletion, let's play a little game here. We'll call it 2 up, 2 down. Surprising team so far, 2 for the good, 2 for the bad.
All right, let's start with the good. The Buffalo Bills. Did you really think they'd be pressing for first place this deep into the season?
No.
Okay, how about the Carolina Panthers? Start 0-2 with Cam Newton, undefeated without him. How about 2 down? The Atlanta Falcons. I thought they'd press for a playoff spot. And the Los Angeles Chargers.
How about the Browns at 2 and 4? I thought you'd put them in there.
I didn't expect them to be the team others thought in preseason. I thought they might contend for a playoff spot, but it doesn't surprise me overall.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And Adam Gase having a belief in his guys. They're going for it.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Go 58 to the mic. Man out, man out, man out.
Yo, lady.
Hatch it, hatch it. Check 3.
Topper, topper.
Darnold on 1st down. He's got Herndon, his tight end. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Darnold now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Again, Darnold. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You go get this. You're all mine. Slam, slam, slam.
Yo, lady.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Deuce, 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 deuce.
Here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Tight end left, tight end left.
It'll be a pickup of just 2. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, it's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Darnold complete to Crowder. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. To throw is Darnold. Flush to his right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one. Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So on fourth down, Adam Gase turns to the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Wide, get wide.
Big grip.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's got room. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. On the run, it's Barkley. And some space here. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Let go.
On first down, Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
8, read.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
Switch.
Pilot, 64, weak. 5.
Throwing Jones. And that's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
They'll run with Barkley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the night, and the Giants have taken the lead.
Let's go.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Quick zone travel.
Quick the edge.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
He wasn't ready.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Darnold now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Darnold down to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
To throw on second and 10. Darnold. And he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll run it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Yellow 80.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Darnold completes to Bell, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, Bell. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic.
6-6, bullet high.
Not today.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Quit talking about
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Big River.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check safety.
Shoot.
It's Barkley on the counter. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. It's a gain of 35.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Slam. Watch twist.
Let go.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Barkley. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
We got it. Good job, D.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback.
Hop on a jet across the globe.